This is Part 2, Episode 157. Xiao Yuan studied the somewhat embarrassed face of Xiao Yan from within the bamboo forest, before glancing at the quiet bamboo house. All he could do was sigh. Even though he was Zuna's father, it was the first time that he had seen Zuna be this intimate with a man. "You should have met Xiao Xian, right?" Xiao Yan faintly asked. He stepped into the moonlight and slowly walked toward the embarrassed Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan was a little startled. He hesitated for a moment before replying, "Yes, I've met him. I am able to sense the bloodline strength within your body. It is likely that it should be the last bloodline of the Xiao clan." Xiao Yuan clicked his tongue and sighed. It is indeed not easy for Xiao Xian to do such a thing. He is willing to turn himself into that in order to help the Xiao clan retain its final seed. Xiao Yang was silent. He naturally understood that the heavenly tomb was an enormous prison. As energy bodies, Xiao Xian and the others were just prisoners within it. Although they were able to live in another form, they had to endure an endless loneliness. "Elder Xiao Yuan, is there no way to help him escape?" Xiao Yang's voice was a little soft as he inquired. "At the very least, even I do not have the ability to do so. It is rumored that the heavenly tomb was created by an elite Dodi a long time ago. If one wishes to break the rules within it and allow Xiao Xian to escape, perhaps one must also reach that level." Xiao Yuan shook his head. Xiao Yang could clearly sense the complicated expression on Xiao Yuan's face when he mentioned the words Dodi. This class was like a heavy burden that pressed on the souls of the people from the ancient clans. It drove all of them to put in all their effort. Dodi. Xiao Yang bitterly laughed. This kind of legendary existence was really too unimaginable. Even Xiao Yuan in front of him, who could be called one of the true top experts in the Dochi continent, would likely only have a heart filled with fear and respect because of these two simple words. Does this world truly have an existence known as Dodi? Xiao Yuan became quiet when he heard Xiao Yang's question. A moment later, he finally muttered to himself, "This, who knows? One would be like a god overlooking the continent at that level. Everyone will likely be ant-like existences in their eyes." Xiao Yang narrowed his eyes. However, he was not aware what Xiao Yuan's words meant. Was this so-called "they're" merely illusory, or did it truly refer to some existence? Xiao Yuan waved his large hand while Xiao Yang was considering the answer. He said, "You will be leaving tomorrow. Be careful. Given your current strength, those elders from the Xiao clan are unlikely to make things overly difficult for you. However, due to the matter of the Ling clan, Zuna will not be able to leave the Xiao realm for the time being." Xiao Yang nodded and replied, "Does Elder Xiao Yuan think that the change in the Ling realm this time around is the result of a man-made or a natural disaster?" Xiao Yuan frowned in the face of Xiao Yang's question. He replied, "We are not very sure about this, but I think that they have met with a great trouble. The chances of it being caused by man is very low. After all, the Ling clan's strength could be ranked among the super factions on the continent. Even the Xiao clan has difficulty forcing them to such an extent. What if it was the Han clan?" Xiao Yang slowly asked. Back in the heavenly tomb, Xiao Xian had said that the Han clan was far too mysterious. Even though the Xiao clan and the Han clan had been enemies for many years, the members of the clan did not dare to say that they completely understood this mysterious clan. Xiao Yuan was startled upon hearing this. Immediately, he shook his head once again and replied, "It is likely impossible. If the Han clan wished to force the Ling clan until such an extent, it would definitely have to launch a big campaign. Therefore, it is impossible for the Xiao clan to not receive any information. Additionally, even if the Han clan possess such an ability, why would they become enemies with a faction as powerful as the Ling clan for no reason? Although the Ling clan has declined during these years, it is still not a faction that is easy to deal with." Xiao Yang slightly nodded. However, the doubt in his heart increased. If it was not the Han clan, what other faction could force the Ling clan into such a state? Could it really be due to some natural disaster? All right. These matters are not very related to you. I think that the truth will come out after an investigation. Xiao Yuan waved his hand. He looked at the quiet bamboo house and continued in a soft, helpless voice. Additionally, you should not forget about the matters you promised me. Zana's bloodline is very important to the Xiao clan. If any problems occur, those old fellows will become furious even if I do not do anything. Xiao Yan was a little embarrassed when he heard these words. He bitterly smiled and immediately nodded. All right, it is already quite late. You should rest. You still have to leave tomorrow morning. Xiao Yuan nodded after seeing Xiao Yan nod. His body gradually paled before completely disappearing. Xiao Yan helplessly sighed as he stared at the spot where Xiao Yuan disappeared. He clicked his tongue and felt as though he had not expressed himself sufficiently. When the morning sunlight scattered over this vast space the next morning, this mountain range, which had been quiet for the night, once again became lively. The sound of rushing wind continued to appear. Xiao Yang and Zun walked out of the bamboo house when the mountain range became noisy. After which, they flew to the edge of the mountain range where a couple of enormous battleships were suspended in the air. Dark clouds rolled around, giving them a mighty appearance. Xiao Yang's eyes swept around him after he had appeared in the air. He found quite a number of familiar figures. Ling Quan, Lin Xiu, and the other top experts among the younger generation of the Xiao clan were present. However, these people dodged his eyes with some fear. Currently, Xiao Yang's strength had soared to the peak of an 8-star Dozun. This allowed them to understand that they had lost any qualification to be arrogant in front of Xiao Yang. After all, when Xiao Yang was only a 5-star Dozun back then, he was able to defeat the 8-star Dozun Xiao Yao. Even less needed to be said now that his strength had soared. Currently, the only ones among the younger generation of the Xiao clan who could fight with him were Zun or perhaps Xiao Qingyang. Xiao Yang detected a pair of eyes focusing on him while he was scanning the area. He immediately shifted his eyes before finally pausing them on a mountain a short distance away. A figure was standing against the wind at that spot. His black and white hair revealed his identity, Xiao Yao, who had been defeated by Xiao Yang half a year ago. The eyes of those two met in the air. Surprisingly, no rich sparks erupted. Xiao Yao's face was indifferent, and he slowly nodded to Xiao Yang. Xiao Yang was a little stunned when he saw Xiao Yao's slightly friendly action. Xiao Yang smiled and nodded in return. From the looks of it, Xiao Yao had walked out of the shadow of his failure. A young person of his talent would definitely be groomed by the Xiao clan. His future potential would be extraordinary. Xiao Yang would have one less hidden trouble if he could maintain a good relationship with him. It was ultimately better for Xiao Yang. Although this Xiao Yao also had feelings for Zun, he could be considered the type of person who could accept whatever came his way. This kind of character was rather upright. With an increasing number of people hurrying over, a horn sounded from the battleships in the sky. Clearly, they were about to send all these people out of the Xiao realm. Xiao Yang. A figure suddenly walked through the air when Xiao Yang was planning to say goodbye to Zun. Xiao Yang swept his eyes over, only to discover that this person was Yao Xingji of the Yao clan. He knit his brows and indifferently asked, "Is there something?" Xiao Yang did not really like this Yao Xingji in his heart. Hence, he was not as courteous to Yao Xingji as he was to others. Yao Xingji curled his lips when he noticed Xiao Yang's indifferent question. His heart felt quite displeased, but due to Xiao Yang's current strength, he did not utter any mocking words. He flicked his finger, and an emerald-colored jade token shot toward Xiao Yang. "This is the invitation of our Yao clan's clan ceremony. Don't frown. Your teacher will require it. He understands what the clan ceremony of the Yao clan represents. Trust me, he will come regardless of what kind of unhappiness he has with the Yao clan." Xiao Yang received the emerald jade token. He stared at Yao Xingji for a moment, but did not return the token. Instead, he put the jade token into his storage ring. Subsequently, he cupped his hands together. "Thank you. This time, I was not able to compete with you in terms of alchemy skills. Hopefully, We will have the opportunity to do so next time. Yao Xingji cupped his fist. After which, he ceased saying anything else, as he moved and swiftly boarded a battleship. Xiao Yan played with some thoughts after seeing Yao Xingji leave. Regardless of what this so-called Yao clan's clan ceremony was, he would deliver the message to teacher first. Whether he would attend would completely depend on teacher's intentions. Zun it's time. I should be leaving. Xiao Yang turned his head, looked at Zun beside him, and softly spoke. Take care. Zun slightly smiled and gently replied. Xiao Yang nodded with a grin. He did not delay any longer, as he waved his hand and turned around. His body transformed into a light figure that leaped onto a battleship in a free and easy manner. Finally, he disappeared in front of everyone's eyes. Zun sighed in a lonely manner, as she watched Xiao Yang's disappearing back. Ayo ayo. With an increasing number of people rushing onto the battleships, the siren once again resounded. Immediately, dark clouds churned and the battleships slowly shook. Finally, they turned into dark clouds in front of numerous eyes. They contained a shocking momentum, as they swiftly flew toward the exit of Gu realm. An unusually clear lake sparkled in the middle of the Gu sacred city. The sunlight scattered into many glaring rays. An intense ripple suddenly stirred on the calm lake's surface, as an enormous spatial crack slowly tore through the air. Many human figures swiftly rushed out of it after it appeared. Finally, they landed on the ground, and in an instant, the somewhat quiet city had become lively again. Xiao Yang hurried out of the spatial door, and finally appeared on a building. His eyes swept around. Without waiting for the members of the Gu clan to come and receive him, he moved and flew toward the city gate of Gu sacred city. The experts from the Gu clan acted as though they did not see him. None of them stopped him, allowing him to hurry to the city's gate before finally disappearing from their sight. Xiao Yang smoothly rushed out of Gu sacred city. Only then did he stop in the air and look at the greenery that spread to the horizon. His heart involuntarily exhaled a long breath. Although the Gu realm was extremely spacious and possessed a denser energy as compared to the outside world, Xiao Yang ultimately felt that this central plains gave one an even greater freedom for some unknown reason. Next, I should hurry back to the Falling Star Pavilion. Xiao Yang did not remain in this spot for long. He took out a map to identify where he needed to go. After which, his body turned into a brilliant light that hurried to the northern horizon with lightning-like speed. Hour disappeared into the horizon in the blink of an eye. Xiao Yang did not stop for a prolonged period of time during this subsequent journey. At his full speed and with the help of a couple of spatial wormholes, he spent 5 days or so before reaching the territory controlled by the Falling Star Pavilion. Xiao Yang clearly sensed that there were many more experts' auras around him after entering the Falling Star Pavilion's territory. Some of the important cities along the way had gained 2 to 3 elite dozuns. This was a strength even within the Central Plains region. However, Xiao Yang clearly understood that with Yao Lao, this great golden signboard, it was not difficult to gather these experts to aid them. Xiao Yang felt somewhat at ease after not coming across any chaotic scenes along the way. Although the defenses had been strengthened, the pressure that a big battle created was absent. Xiao Yang did not take any short stops in the cities that belonged to the Falling Star Pavilion. He hurried to the Falling Star Pavilion. Hence, in a short half-day, he had reached the mountain range of the Falling Star Pavilion. Subsequently, he turned into a ray of light that charged into the realm where the Falling Star Pavilion was located. The atmosphere within the star realm was peaceful. Although the size of this place could not be compared with a place like the Gu realm, it could still be considered similar to a city. It could accommodate over 100,000 people without any problems. Densely packed Falling Star Pavilion disciples were training in an orderly fashion in a somewhat spacious square. Numerous powerful cries gathered together, appearing like thunder that resounded all around. The current star realm undoubtedly possessed a new look when compared to the past. The originally arduous mountain range had been opened up and clusters of buildings had been built on them. Many human flows walked along them like ants, causing it to appear extremely lively. Moreover, many more powerful auras were vaguely being emitted from the enormous mountains in the middle of the star realm, covering every part of the star realm. The current star realm truly possessed an iron wall-like feeling. A ray of light suddenly flashed and appeared within the peaceful star realm. It was accompanied by an extremely wild momentum as it flew over from afar. It charged toward the mountain at the middle of the star realm. Who dares to cause trouble within the star realm? Some furious cries suddenly resounded in the sky of the star realm when the ray of light appeared. One could hear numerous swoosh sounds as many elderly figures appeared in the sky. After which, they furiously cried out in unison, "Still!" The space in the sky rapidly solidified after the 10 furious elderly cries sounded. While everyone thought that the figure was about to stop, they were stunned to see that the ray of light not halt and its speed suddenly increased. It broke through the solidified space, without any resistance in front of the many startled eyes. Finally, it appeared behind those elders in a ghost-like manner. "Ha ha, it has only been half a year since I left, but the defenses have become this tight." That figure stopped in front of the many gazes. Immediately, a black-robed young man with black hair slowly appeared and laughed. "Who are you?" These elders, who had attempted to stop the figure earlier, observed Xiao Yan with grave eyes. After the scene earlier, they no longer dared to underestimate this exceptionally young black-robed man. Moreover, they could sense a vague pressure radiating from his body. This kind of pressure was something that only a handful of people in the Falling Star Pavilion could make them feel. The activity in the sky attracted the attention of the Falling Star Pavilion disciples training on the ground. Many stunned gazes looked at Xiao Yang in the sky. Their mouths were amazed. It was the first time that they had witnessed the 10 guest elders not gain an advantage despite having attacked at the same time. Xiao Yang smiled in a bitter and helpless manner when he saw the uncertain eyes of those elders. He had only been away for half a year, yet almost no one recognized him. Junior Pavilion Chief. A couple of elderly figures finally rushed over from the main mountain while Xiao Yang was feeling helpless. They were initially startled before crying out in pleasant surprise. The 10 Falling Pavilion guest elders and countless Falling Star Pavilion disciples were stunned when they heard this joyous cry. Their eyes glanced at Xiao Yang with some disbelief. Xiao Yang's reputation was quite great within the Falling Star Pavilion, but it had only been a short while since many people had come to the Falling Star Pavilion. Hence, this was the first time many people had seen him. He is actually that Junior Pavilion Chief of our Falling Star Pavilion. He, Junior Pavilion Chief is really handsome. Stop being boy crazy. How can someone like the Junior Pavilion Chief fancy us? I heard that the Junior Pavilion Chief is also the pill gathering champion. He is also an elite dozun. I joined the Falling Star Pavilion because of him. It is unexpected that I have finally seen this legendary person today. He. While many heated conversations sprung up below, a yellow-robed elder, who seemed to be the leader of the group of guest elders, hurriedly came forward and greeted Xiao Yang. Although he was older than Xiao Yang, the stronger person was the master. Currently, Xiao Yang's achievements in every aspect were far from what the guest elders could compare with. Hence, their tones were naturally extremely polite. They did not dare to be the least bit disrespectful. Elder is too courteous. Xiao Yang faintly smiled. After which, his eyes swept around him before an admiration appeared in them. The Falling Star Pavilion had undergone a drastic change during this short half a year. With such a large number of experts guarding it, it was likely that even the Hun clan would not dare to easily attack. From the auras that he could sense on the surface, the strength of the current Falling Star Pavilion was not weaker than the Profound Sky Sect or the Flower Sect. Moreover, the Falling Star Pavilion may have even surpassed them. Ha ha, you have finally returned. The space behind Xiao Yang fluctuated while his eyes swept across the star realm. An elderly figure slowly appeared. That figure was surprisingly Yao Lao. Teacher. Xiao Yang hurriedly bowed and respectfully greeted Yao Lao. Greetings, Pavilion Chief. The guest elders by the side also respectfully greeted Yao Lao when he appeared. Yao Lao seldomly revealed himself, so Yao Lao was a mysterious existence in the eyes of these guest elders. It was unexpected that he would personally come and receive this junior pavilion chief the moment he appeared. You have become rather refined after a trip to the Jiu realm. Yao Lao smiled and shook his head. He waved his hand at the guest elders. After which, he swept his eyes over Xiao Yan and some satisfaction surfaced in them. He said, not bad, within half a year, you have advanced to an 8-star dozun from a 5-star dozun. It looks like you have gained a lot from this trip. Some shock appeared in the eyes of those guest elders when they heard Yao Lao's praise. This person was indeed worthy of being the junior pavilion chief. Such an increase was really too frightening. Xiao Yang smiled. With Yao Lao's strength, he was naturally able to see through Xiao Yang, who subsequently nodded in reply. Let's go. We'll head down first. I have waited a long time for your return, Yao Lao spoke with a smile. Xiao Yang nodded. His eyes swept around him before he frowned. He softly asked, Teacher, has the little fairy doctor and the rest not returned? They have returned, but they left again, Yao Lao replied. Left? Where? Xiao Yang asked in a startled voice. This is also the reason I have been waiting for you. We received some news soon after you entered the heavenly tomb. After which, I asked the little fairy doctor and the rest to quickly return. After which, they hurried to the Jiomar Empire. Jiomar Empire? The familiar name caused Xiao Yang to feel stunned. However, it only lasted for an instant before his face experienced a drastic change. Something happened to the Yang Alliance. This video will end here.